If you're looking for a phone and mini tablet in one device, our Galaxy Z Fold 5 versus Pixel Fold face-off will help you decide which is truly the best foldable phone for you. And it's important to do some research because we're talking about parting with at least $1,800 for both devices. While both of these foldable phones sport huge 7.6-inch main displays, they take very different approaches to their overall design. So let's dig in to see who wins our Galaxy Z Fold 5 versus Pixel Fold battle. The Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Pixel Fold have very different designs, and there's pros and cons to each approach. The good news is that both phones fold fully flat thanks to smart hinge designs. Samsung's foldable has a narrow 6.2-inch display up front and a large 7.6-inch display on the inside in a portrait orientation. The Pixel Fold has a smaller but wider 5.8-inch screen up front and a 7.6-inch inner screen with a landscape orientation. I prefer the cover display on the Pixel Fold, but I like the inside orientation of the Z Fold 5 because the taller aspect ratio is better for apps like TikTok and Instagram. Unfortunately, some apps display black bars on either side of the screen in the Pixel Fold's default position, such as Facebook and Instagram. Another strike against the Pixel Fold are the very large bezels around the inner display. It's not that distracting while you're engaged in content, but it's still an eyesore. The Pixel Fold is thinner than the Galaxy Z Fold 5 though, measuring just 0.2 inches thick when compared to 0.2 inches for the Samsung, and Google's Fold is also thinner when closed. However, the Pixel Fold is noticeably heavier than the Z Fold 5, and you can definitely feel it in your pocket. The Galaxy Z Fold 5 is the phone you want if you're looking for the brightest foldable. Its inner screen measured over 1,300 nits in our testing when displaying HDR content compared to about 900 nits for the Pixel Fold. In addition, the Z Fold 5's inner panel registered more of the DCI-P3 color space, although the colors on the Pixel Fold screen proved slightly more accurate in our testing. Just as important, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 proved to have the brighter panel when we took it outside with the Pixel Fold on a warm sunny day. There's one other thing that's worth noting, and that's that some Pixel Fold owners have complained about the durability of their display, with some displays either peeling or even breaking, although that has not happened with our review unit. Both the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Pixel Fold are made for multitaskers. The Pixel Fold's approach is streamlined and simple. Just load an app and then drag another app off the taskbar to whichever side of the screen you want. The taskbar is not always present, which some may prefer, but swiping up to make it appear is an extra step I don't need. You can also drag and drop content from one window to the other on both the Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 5. Samsung's Foldable goes even further though. The taskbar houses not only your favorite apps, but the last used apps. And you can run up to 3 apps on the screen at once, plus turn any app into a floating window. Both the Pixel Fold and Z Fold 5 double as mini laptops in tabletop and flex mode, so you'll see the content of your apps on the top part of the display and controls down below. There's one special feature that the Pixel Fold doesn't have that the Galaxy Fold has, and that's the S Pen. But keep in mind that the S Pen and the case cost extra. Both the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Pixel Fold have triple rear camera arrays, which means that you're getting a main camera, telephoto, and ultra-wide. But how well do they perform? In this photo of a globe aromath flower, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 delivers sharp details in the pink petals and the bee that decided to do a cameo. The Pixel Fold shot looks even more detailed on the edges, but the paler pink is not quite as attractive. It's a toss-up with this portrait. The blue checkered shirt pops more on the Samsung, and it's a brighter overall pick. But the Pixel Fold does a better job handling the sun, and the bokeh effect is a little bit more dramatic. The Pixel Fold was the winner with zoom at 20x. The top of the Chrysler building looks way sharper through the Pixel Fold, and the Z Fold 5 is a blurry mess. In this shot, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 delivers a much better looking selfie than the Pixel Fold. My face and eyes are brighter, and my shirt pops more too. The Pixel shot looks blah by comparison. So what about night mode? I give the nod to the Pixel Fold in this low light shot. While the lantern looks more colorful through the Z Fold 5, the rest of the image is brighter with the Pixel, including the concrete in front of the pool and the chairs in the background. To test the video quality of the Z Fold 5, I recorded this clip of a fountain at 4K and 30 frames per second with both the Samsung and Pixel Fold. The Pixel Fold's footage looks a bit too warm for my taste, but I appreciate the 5x optical zoom for getting in close versus the 3x zoom for the Z Fold 5. Overall, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 produces brighter and more vibrant images, while the Pixel Fold wins on zoom and in some low-light situations. I give a very slight edge to Samsung here, as the Pixel can produce overly dim shots at times. As you would expect, both the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Pixel Fold deliver solid performance when switching between apps, surfing the web, and playing casual games. But the Z Fold 5 felt more responsive when I raced around the track in Asphalt 9. On Geekbench 6, which measures overall performance, we saw much faster results both in single-core and multi-core from the Galaxy Z Fold 5. And the same thing was true with 3D Mark, which measures graphics performance. We saw 41 frames per second from the Pixel Fold versus over 80 for the Galaxy Z Fold 5. And in our last test, we measured how long it took to transcode a video from 4K to 1080p. And the Z Fold 5 took about 41 seconds versus a minute for the Pixel Fold. Yes, the Pixel Fold has a bigger battery, but the Galaxy Z Fold 5 lasted longer on a charge in our testing. With its 4,400 mAh battery, the Samsung lasted nearly 11 hours in the Tom's Guide battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over 5G. The Pixel Fold lasted a good, but not quite great, 10 hours and 21 minutes. In terms of charging, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 supports 25-watt wire charging, while the Pixel Fold can handle a 30-watt charger. The Galaxy Z Fold 5 wins this face-off against the Pixel Fold, and it really comes down to a few areas. Samsung's phone is lighter to carry around, features a brighter main display, and offers faster performance. I also like the smaller bezels around the inner screen and the fact that the Z Fold 5 lasts longer on a charge. If you're into multitasking, the Z Fold 5 is the better pick because you can run up to 3 apps at once and the taskbar is always there at the ready. However, there are some reasons to buy the Pixel Fold instead. I much prefer the wider cover display on the Pixel Fold, and it's easier to type on and use apps. And I also like the Pixel Fold's cameras in low light situations. Plus, some will prefer the wider internal display. So the Galaxy Z Fold 5 takes the crown this time, but the Pixel Fold is still a very impressive foldable phone, especially for Google's first effort. Make sure you read my full face-off on tomsguide.com and be sure to follow us at Tom's Guide on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. This is Mark Spoonhour, and I'll see you in the next video.